Yes, yes, oh yes, we're back. We are back, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time, like always. Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio on Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, what's cracking liking? What's cracking liking? What is cracking liking?
Man, you already know. We here, we back at it, and we ain't playing no game.
Yep. Not that, but shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow, so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Oh boy. We have a lot of things to cover. And of course, a lot of spicy things was going down today in the Diddy case at court. That thing, what they say, it was crazy, to the point they're thinking about bringing in the Diddy tapes. That's gonna be wild. However, before we go in and talk about what happened with the stand with Cassidy, let's go ahead and deep dive to sports. So, Hakeem, unfortunately, your Boston Celtics is pretty much experiencing a terrible loss because Jason Tatum is out for the season because he has suffered a torn Achilles. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip. So he will be out for the remaining of the season.
It's over.
It is over for the Boston Celtics. So go ahead and play that clip.
I guess. Hold on.
Your Boston Celtics won't be going to the finals. No, sir. He is out. Oh, you pass it right there. And it's going to show the clip, and that's how he tore it.
Jaylen Brown back in, lost the ball. Anunoby all by himself throws it down. And Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down. He wants a timeout. Tatum in so much pain. And the Celtics call timeout, grabbing that right ankle. Fouls.
And then you look at the next clip. The next clip was
Jaylen Brown back in, lost the ball. Anunoby all by himself throws it down.
Next clip, you look at the next clip.
Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down.
Damn.
He wants a time.
And the next clip, it shows you heading to the locker room. He was in tears because he knew it was something serious. So breaking news today, he will be out for the remainder of the season. He did ongoing surgery. Hakeem, your thoughts of your Boston Celtics? Pretty much, they're done. They're 3-1. They're down 3-1. Go right ahead. Your thoughts on that?
This hurts. This hurts a lot, man. We never want to lose somebody so great. Like, for him to be out like that, man, I think it's like somebody did something to us.
What do you mean somebody did something to us? Like, what? They brought a voodoo doll?
Yeah. They had to do something, dog. That's not supposed to happen, man. We supposed to be slapping ass. New York is not supposed to be going to the championship.
No, but they right now they're in the semifinal, but then they're gonna end up going to the Eastern Conference Final, where I think tonight the Pacers will close it out too against the Cleveland, because Cleveland not playing so well either. Yeah. So it might be the Pacers versus the Knicks, but yeah, it seemed like that's it. And during a press conference, Jalen Brunson actually told everybody to pray up to JT because he knew it was something serious. Moving along, but sorry for you Boston Celtics fan, but some people still believe they can still win without Tatum, because Tatum was out because of his wrist, and it was still a winning game. They had Brown, so anything can happen. Anything can happen in the NBA. So let's see how that turns around, because they're heading right back to Boston. So moving on to more sports news. So this is actually breaking news too as well. Michael Jordan will be joining NBA on NBC and Peacock as a special commentary. Go ahead, Hakeem. That's huge.
Michael Jordan will serve as a special contributor to NBC's upcoming NBA coverage, the network announced. Stephen A.
In what capacity? That's what I want to know. Let me
As
tell
a
her what.
contributor, Stephen A.
A contributor in
analysis.
what regard? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Analysis.
All right, an analysis. Well, first of all, obviously, we are
People
talking
gonna tune in.
the
You know how
GOAT,
many
the
Michael Jordan
greatest
fans
ever.
there
This shit about to
So
be
certainly the
loose.
It's gonna be
qualifications are there.
huge. That was a
I
good
just
play.
want to know, because you know that's my brother. Yes, I love my brother Michael Jordan. I just want to know, is it gonna be the Michael Jordan, you know, that you see on television, or is it gonna be the Michael Jordan we speak to? Because it's the Michael Jordan we speak to. Oh, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic.
Hey, Stevie,
This
hey, you look
brother,
you
the
look like
things
high
that he
school
will
cheerleader.
say,
That's a fan.
and the
He's
way that he
excited.
says them, and the way that he breaks them down, Lord have mercy, Molly. This on another level.
Michael Jordan will serve
So
as
there you
a
have it,
special
Hakeem. This is made you a lot of people, a lot of sports anchor, everybody that's in the sports world that love Michael Jordan, they are excited to see that he's gonna pretty much get his partake on the NBA. So Hakeem, your thoughts on Michael Jordan joining the NBA family when it comes to sports commentary?
I think this would be great to see the GOAT.
Yeah.
This is a fun time to be alive. Listen, it's like God, and now you're able to touch him.
Yeah. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. So a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are wondering what he's gonna say. And not only that, but his aspect of the new generation. So it's gonna be really, really dope. See, like Why High came in. You see me talking about Michael Jordan. You see, he say that's the real GOAT.
Real GOAT.
So
You're right.
a lot of people gonna tune in, and now that is bringing more visibility to the NBA. So a lot of people just can't wait. I can't wait because I want to see how he interact with everybody else. And also Vince Carter is also joining with Michael Jordan as well. So it's going to be Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. It's going to be other people. So the Peacock and NBC are doing something very, very powerful. And they're going to bring a lot of new ratings. So, of course, Hakeem, before we leave the sports world, this is the last sports news when it comes to sports. So the Mavericks got the #1 lottery ticket. So, Hakeem, you know what that means? They are getting Cooper Flag. Nobody expect the Mavericks to get the number one lottery ticket, but they did. So go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip of the owners being excited again the lottery pick.
The second pick will be made by
So they are happy because they know Cooper Flag will be in the draft. So they got the #1 pick. So they are getting. Pretty much they're going to get Cooper Flag. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks, after letting go Luka, which was one of the biggest controversy pretty much this year.
Listen.
And now they get the #1 lottery ticket to get the #1 pick. Your thoughts?
Twitter, YouTube, everybody watch me. This is going to go down in history as the best business move they ever did. Luka was a liability. And for them to switch that to get the #1 draft pick, it's a wrap. You got the baddest white boy coming on the Mavericks now. They're about to go to another level. And once Kyrie get healthy, then you got the big man there. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, and they got Cooper Flag. They say he's the modern day Larry Bird.
Yeah, it's over for y'all.
Yep,
it's over. So whatever y'all thought, it's over.
Dallas and Lakers next year. You think that's gonna happen? The biggest rival?
No, Luka's not healthy enough. He doesn't want to get healthy.
Well, this season he said, the end of the season. So I think LeBron James is working on him. Remember, he is the face of the Lakers now.
You're right. Shout outs to Ferran. He's from Russia. Shout out to our Russia brother.
Yep. Mr. Donald said, "Well, highlights you missed. The highlights you missed was the Michael Jordan is now on part of the NBA commentary, and also Dallas Maverick and the lottery ticket for the #1 pick, and also Jason Tatum is out for the season, the remaining of the season because of the torn Achilles. Very, very sad. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Mr. Dollar that's in the building. Shout out to Mr. Ferran. Ferran from Russia. Shout out to the Russia family coming in, watching us too, man. We really do really appreciate it. And shout out to Mr. Wahai that's also in the building. And shout out to over 60 people are watching us all across the board. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. So moving along. So Hakeem, go ahead.
I want you to read this. I want you to read that.
Go ahead.
When I tune in for real news, I tune in to Chaos Ratio. That puts a smile on me.
And that put tears in our heart, Mr. Darlaw. We really do greatly appreciate that. Money make the world go round. Money makes our pocket fat. So we trying to see what's going on when it comes to the aspect of money. So Hakeem, go ahead, because it's so crazy. So show this highlight. So business and podcasting is booming. So guys, if you are a podcaster, or you trying to become a podcaster, or you just like us, up and coming, there is money in podcasts. So go ahead, I can show that headline. So business and podcasting is booming. Is the amount of money that podcast is making right now is $7.3 billion from last year.
Definitely, I'm trying to see which one is it. I don't see. Is it all the way down?
Bottom. It's at the bottom.
Andrew Reese, Shannon Sharp. Oh yeah. Oh.
So I say that plays a huge deal, great deal, because a lot of people are saying a lot of people want to become podcasters, and this is the reason why, because there is money in podcasting. You have people like list goes on and on and on. Mr. B's High Show Speed. Already Joe Rogan, DJ Academics. The list goes on and on and on and on. So people that are trying to become inspired podcasters, I'm just letting y'all know there is money in that, and there's the money to show it. It's $7.3 billion in 2024, and they're expecting the money to be even higher this year. So Hakeem, your thoughts on podcasters pretty much making serious money?
So this just let us know that Chaos Culture Radio is on the right track. This means that, look at it, brands are paying high money to get loyal fan bases, and with people across different platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, the dollars are following. So you're telling anybody can come in here and do this, and you see we do this every day, and by y'all watching, you support us and help us get to another level. So you just watching our content and sharing it help us going to get to that 7.4 billion.
Yep, and I got shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan. That's also
Bobby Bryan.
And moving along to more aspect of financial news. So the U.S. and China has agreed to cut their tariffs for 90 days pause. So that means that China will lower 30%. So U.S. tariff on China will be lower than 30%, and China tariff on the U.S. will be no longer than 10%. I told you, Hakeem. I told you. China needs the U.S. and the U.S. needs China. So they finally came up with an agreement, and they put a pause on 90 days, and that caused the stock market, which we're going to talk about shortly, to skyrocket. So Hakeem, your thoughts on pretty much China and the U.S. put a pause for 90 days on a tariff negotiation? Go right ahead.
So I want people to know that this is a master businessman, and he's showing you how business is played in world politics. For a lot of people who don't know, because I see some of the goofies in the comments on Instagram who said China stood on business and made him fold. You can't play hardball when you need more than they need us. Box truck shorty, you don't know what you're talking about. If they stood on business, they wouldn't have said no deal. They folded. Factories are shutting down, and I still say it's not enough. I need 400% tariffs.
And not only that, but China also lied when it came to the aspect of, they say they wasn't having trade deal conversation, and they was in the back for a very long time, and they finally came to an agreement but right now they just put a 90-day pause, but they lowered the tariffs for China for 30%, and China lowers the tariffs for the U.S. for 10%. So businesses are back up. So guys, you're gonna be able to get your favorite razor back again, because businesses are back up as usual.
And your sheen, you girls like your sheen in them tight spandex.
They're going to be able to get that too as well. But heading on to the stock market. So Hakeem, I told you we're going to talk about this. So yesterday, the stock market was booming. Right now, it was $2.2 trillion was added to the stock market yesterday. So guys, if you missed it, I think you passed it. Yeah, you passed it. Keep going. No, go up. No, you passed it. Go up.
Okay.
Keep going. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, so the stock market added $2.2 trillion added to the U.S. stock market. So a lot of people, as you can see, you can go. Of course, it's not financial advice. Always speak of financial advice. So people that was panicking and telling you guys to sell your sell everything because the stock market is going down. You're gonna lose a lot of money, and you see how the economy fits itself when there's because of the aspect of the tariffs, and now they made a good negotiation deal. The stock market came right back up green again. So people that were selling their Google stocks, their Tesla stocks, Apple stock, Nvidia stock, all those people that were selling all their stocks from out of their retirement, look what's happening now. Google's up 3%, Apple's up 6%, Amazon up 8%, Microsoft up 2%. Go ahead, Hakeem. You see the next slide, you'll see like all the green. So guys, you missed out on a lot of money opportunity. This is why you don't panic. You stay in there for the long haul. I learned that from Warren Buffett. Never panic. When you see there's a missing storm, that's when it's a great time to buy. So go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on pretty much the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 being back green again.
Ron, we sat here, we was telling people, buy. Not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, but look, everything's green now.
Pretty much. And it's all the major deals that was on sale during the downturn. So people miss out on a lot of great opportunity. And now that people also sold some of their investments was supposed to be long term. They sold it because they was panicking because they saw the stock market was going down. This is why, guys, I keep telling you, rich people are smart. Not rich people. Wealthy people are smart because they understand that aspect on how money works. They know when the market is down, that's a great time to buy. When the market is up, that's the best time to sell. And look what's going on right now. So poor people are continuing to be poor because of the lack of not being knowledgeable and also financial literacy, not understanding how money works.
Yep.
Pay attention, folks. You gotta wake up. Don't always go by what the news media say because it hurts. It's hurting your pocket in the long haul. And also, this is also breaking news too for those that still are in the Airbnb. So go ahead, I can show this clip. Airbnb right now they added something new, Hakeem. So if you are continue to do Airbnb service, they are starting to add private chefs, trainers, makeup artists, and also hairstylists to your Airbnb starting at $50. I know this is actually good. However, this is not for all the locations. This is only for a particular location. So I think if you stand in like in a luxury area, I think that one is going to offer those assistants. But Hakeem, your thoughts on the Airbnb doing something totally different? This is something totally different, and I love the direction they're going. Go right ahead.
So what's going to happen is going to completely decimate those businesses that these girls make a lot of money on. So if
not so, it's going to bring the people there because let's say they have a deal with Airbnb.
But
now
remember,
you come to the establishment.
So now you're going to be forced to go on Airbnb to get customers, and Airbnb takes a large percentage of your earnings. Now you might get customers. You see what I'm trying to say? Like it's just the same way. Like it made sense when you had like a house that you wasn't doing nothing with. You rent it out. You were still going to pay for it anyway. But now you're physically having to go do hair, make cooks. Don't get me wrong. We'll benefit because we can get y'all on pennies at $1. But you know, other people are going to look at it like, hey, like.
But think about it. You coming into town. Let's say you come to Miami, and you know you need to find a nail. Especially you're a woman, you need to get a hairstylist and get your nails done. Now they give you that service, so that's really dope. So they expect you to give you that service, and I guarantee you they're gonna go get someone that's probably in the area that's doing very well. That got like 5-star ratings. Bro, you winning. You pretty much living a luxury lifestyle.
I agree. I just got to see how much it looks in the back on how much they get paid. That's what I want to see.
Me too. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to the 108 people watching us right now all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Now that, but shout out to those also watching us on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. And you know, we love you. We love you guys every time you guys come and tune in. So Hakeem, moving along to hip hop. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Hakeem, you know you love hip hop, so you know we had to talk about hip hop. So Hakeem, I don't know if you know about this rapper. This rapper, he comes from Philly, West Philadelphia. He goes by the name of LGP. He pretty much was he was known for his versatile music, a freestyle. He used to go viral. I know you know about him. He goes hardcore.
Yeah, I see him.
He was like a more of a culture rapper. Oh, not a culture rapper. I'm sorry, a conscious rapper.
Mm-hmm.
However, he was deleted, and then now it's him, man. You know. So Hakeem, your thoughts on that? Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on the rapper.
I want to say rest in peace to his family, and gun violence is very prevalent now. Philadelphia has always been bad, but now it's the new Chirac. They're averaging a couple bodies a week. And y'all Muslims over there. I'm asking the Muslims in Philly. Chant down Shaitan. I'm asking the Muslims in Philly. I'm calling Umar Johnson. You're in Philly. What are we going to do about Shaitan and people who are working for Shaitan?
But Hakeem, the sad part is he was a young guy.
He was a young guy.
But this is what happened when you're the product of the streets. And a lot of people show love to him especially on their Instagram. You had, Friends Montana, you had 19 Keys, you had a lot of major rappers show love to this young man because they say this is the future. However, he still was gunned down by his own prodigy of his neighborhood. And do you know, Hakeem, do you actually know what was the reason why he was gunned down? Because I know you always do your research.
No, not yet. When I found out, I got to do my snooping after this.
Yeah, so he's gone. Rest in peace to him. And now that he was just getting warmed up. So he was just getting notoriety. And now he's gone. He left this earth. Rest in peace to this young kid. And I'll try to tell you, man, you got to get out of the neighborhood, man. When you start making money like that, get out of the neighborhood. Get out of the hood, man. Don't stay there. Going on to more hip hop news. So Beyonce, Hakeem, tour right now is already making money. They say right now it's already grossed over $55 million.
That's good.
The first 5 days. Good gosh. The Beehive, when they support Beyonce, they support Beyonce.
I wasn't surprised about this. A lot of people do love her, so I figured they was gonna come out and show some love.
But Hakeem like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but keeping in mind, she do have Blue Ivory. That's with her in her tour. She's showing her kids out. She's coming out with a glorious outfit. Women are loving that outfit. It's getting sold out. Not by the men. It's getting sold out by the women. The women are going and they're buying this. They are buying these tickets. They're spending their income tax check. They're spending their work check. They go and show love to Beyonce, and Beyonce love it. And she's showing out a world. They say she's doing a hell. Hakeem, they said the performance are crazy. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna take your girl to the Beyonce concert? I can't hear you. What you said?
That's a hell no. I listen to rap.
So if Beyonce gave you free tickets, you still won't go?
Still won't go.
Oh, you tripping? Beyonce give me.
I'm not a Beyonce fan though. I'm not I'm a real. I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Well, you don't know what you're missing, man. Beyonce right now is like the biggest thing right now, culturally right now. She's doing something totally different. She's also bringing in the music, and also Hakeem, when it comes to the aspect of the music, she's also doing country with it.
Yeah.
But this tour she expected to make over $300 million off this tour. Shout out to Clark Kent. That's also in the building. Also shout out to Ken. What is it? Kendall. That's also in the building as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to all the new subscribers and all the new listeners watching us all across the board. We got over 120 people watching us in totally. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. So, Hakeem, moving along. So You already know. I think everybody's been waiting for this. So Hakeem Cassidy today is the key witness to the prosecutors. However, today on the witness stand, Cassidy revealed some shocking detail to the freak off. So go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip on the news report talking about Cassidy and the freak.
This shit, yeah, like I want people, if you got kids around, y'all need to like move the kids away.
Go ahead, you don't see the clip?
That's it.
Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz has been following this trial and joins us live in the studio. Irene.
Yeah, a lot of heavy interest in this case, and the trial is going on as we speak. Just a while ago, Cassie Ventura described some very graphic details. Ventura says she would worry about Combs's moods, claiming he would bash her head, knock her over, and drag, kick, and stomp on her. He allegedly would ask her to have sex with another man as he watched. The freak-offs or encounters with prostitutes sometimes lasted up to 4 days. Ventura says she was young and naive, adding it wasn't something she wanted to do, but also wanted to make him happy. Over time, she said she didn't feel she had much of a choice and that there were blackmail materials. Ventura signed with Combs's Bad Boy Records in 2006 when she was 20 years old. Other witnesses have now testified. One was a male escort who said he was paid thousands of dollars to have sex with Ventura. He claimed he saw Combs hurt her. Yesterday, the jury was shown surveillance video of Combs beating Ventura at a Century City Hotel in 2016. Legal experts say Ventura's testimony is very key in this case.
Her testimony is very crucial to the state's argument, because what we have to remember is that video, everyone has seen it, and she is the most direct evidence of this force, coercion, and violence that they were saying she's been living under. And so being able to visualize that and then have her testimony is crucial to the state's case.
Defense attorneys say the video shows jealousy, not sex trafficking. Sean Diddy Combs is facing sex trafficking and racketeering charges. He has pleaded not guilty. Ventura is expected to continue testifying through the end of today.
So Hakeem, your thoughts on that, but also show the clip of pretty much after the court was done today. Show the clip of her husband pretty much walking out of the courtroom, and he doesn't seem too happy walking out of the courtroom. Now the prosecutor, if I'm not mistaken, the prosecutor did ask that Alex shouldn't be there in the courtroom because they knew there was going to be a very explicit detail of what was going on after the pre-call, and also pretty much the whole thing of their relationship. So they knew he wasn't going to be pleased by it. As you can see in his facial expression, he wasn't too happy at all. So Hakeem, your thoughts on everything when it comes to the aspect of the freak-off, Cassie, and also pretty much everything going on with P. Diddy. You think he can still win this case, even though the prosecutor argument is very strong against him?
Like the thing about it is, I need to understand how they're going to prove like sex trafficking. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm trying to get. And maybe I might be dumb, and I want somebody to educate me. If she was in a relationship and they was doing all these sexual favors, like narrative and dialogue, that was her husband.
That's her husband.
That's Cassie's husband, the white boy with the glasses and the car. That's her husband.
And keeping in mind, Cassie was pregnant too. Why on the witness stand? She was pregnant. She's pregnant. She currently is pregnant.
Yeah, that's her husband. And mind you, he just learned some stuff on there that I don't think any husband want to know.
That's why the prosecutor asked the judge, can he leave the courtroom? I think he wanted to stay there in the support of Cassie, but look what happened.
Yeah, the secret witness may be the key. Yeah. And the thing about it is like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Listen, it's a wild situation, bro. this whole stuff is wild. And I'm still wondering, like, a lot of that stuff is hearsay. And I'm wondering, like, where the trafficking, like you got to prove that there was some type of money exchanges. Or you
remember the male escort from different city come bring them into Miami. Because remember, they considered that to be trafficking.
But
when
that's
you bring
not
somebody from a different city or a different state to Miami, that's considered trafficking.
Yeah, that's prostitution, but that's not trafficking. Trafficking is putting somebody at their will to make a couple dollars off them. He didn't make no money off them. He just had freak offs. And
keeping in mind too, Cassie also stated, because the prosecutor, one question they asked her was, "Who taught you about orgies and also oral sex?" She was like, "It was Diddy who taught me those things because I was just a young, inexperienced woman." So she used that on the stand. So that was saying the whole point of the prosecutor, they're trying to go in the aspect of her, because remember, she dated P. Diddy for how long? She dated him for like over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
So she knows everything about Diddy, everything. So if they want to win this case, she is the key witness, and she's gonna lay it all out. Even though she was paid already. Keep that in mind, folks. She was already paid $30 million. And still, I don't know how it came. Things not looking good for Diddy. Shout out to Judge J that's also in the building.
It was good. It's just wild.
And look, Judge J even give you the breakdown on trafficking. Trafficking can be by flying party girls out.
You see, Judge J, you educate me. I didn't know none of that stuff. I'm thinking like you pay for a flight, you getting free shaboing boing.
Well, he getting free, but yeah, it's not really good. And also during the case too, as well, a prosecutor even asked Casey about the aspect of Hakeem, the baby oil, because everybody kept saying, what was that baby oil used? The baby oil was used on her, it was used on him, it was used on a male escort, so they actually used all those baby oil. That's the thing I'm trying to find out. Can you condemn a man just by having a freaky lifestyle? To me, he didn't do anything wrong. However, but they're using it is because of that. And guys, too, the judge also approved them to show surveillance videos of the free call in court. So that might be shown tomorrow. It doesn't look good for the Diddy. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it just sounds weird.
So guys, if you want to live that lifestyle like Diddy, you want to have that party, you want to have those free call, just be careful. Because look, it's going to bite you in the behind. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Over 140 people total. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. See, Hakeem, the fans, the people love us, man. The people love us. So, Hakeem, right here, click on this. So, a teenager, Hakeem, was charged after crashing into a store during a fight at a Family Dollar in South Carolina. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that news clip. Hakeem, that thing was crazy. And the lady, and then when the car hit her, of course, don't show when the car hit her, but when the car hit her, literally, she walked up like nothing happened. Go ahead. It's on the next slide with the news clip. Next slide.
As a fight between kids in Lee County now has deputies investigating a 17-year-old being charged with attempted murder, accused of hitting a 15-year-old girl with a car and then driving into a Dollar Tree store. That 15-year-old is expected to survive. This is what that storefront looks like today. Lee County Sheriff's Office says it all started with a fight between a group of girls on Sunday. Video of that fight has been circulating on social media. 5 people, including 3 teen girls, now facing charges. Sheriff Daniel Simon tells WIS that the 17-year-old who was behind the wheel is being charged as an adult.
A different time, and we're dealing with youth these days that what I see that they don't care, they don't value life. The way of using a vehicle as a weapon, you might as well pull out a gun and what actually happened and pull the trigger. That vehicle was used as a weapon, and we're gonna prosecute to the fullest extent of the law.
As a fight between kids in Lee County now has deputies investigating a 17-year-old being charged with attempted murder, accused of hitting a 15-year-old.
Yeah. And I haven't, of course, we're not going to show the video. You guys can check that video out on your own because, it was very graphic. But so the car hit the teen, hit her to the wall broke over there and over there by the Family Dollar. And the teen walked out like nothing happened, and they continued to fight and argue until the police came. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on that? That's crazy.
I'm gonna have to agree with Dialogue. These are savages running around. These are not real. These are not upstanding children. We need them to go full-term prison terms. You need to lose your life. You need to be done. If you want to get involved, like these fights now are starting, and bodies are starting to drop, and innocent people this is why I was so glad when they passed that law saying if your kid put your hand on the teacher, you going to jail.
Yeah, in Georgia. Yeah,
in Georgia. You need to be prosecuted. I don't care how old you is. No more second chances. We've done enough. We've done enough. You're making it harder for the other kids. If you got problems, go seek therapy, kids. If you don't want, we'll send you to prison. You can come back out. We'll send you back to prison. You can come back out. We'll send you again, and we'll keep you in there.
And now when it comes to Slim Set, Cop City coming soon. Yep.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened. But it's not gonna be regular. It's not gonna be people. It's gonna be robots.
Yeah.
Robots gonna be patrolling the street. They already have it in California. Some area in California already got police robots. They're gonna have more of that because remember you got to keep it in mind. They vandalized Dollar Tree. Remember that's a privately owned company. So that at the end of the day, the police are there to protect. They're supposed to be there to protect people. However, sometimes the police are also there to protect other people's property. Yeah. And, Dollar Tree is, well known, well established. So, they're going to make sure that girl is really prosecuted on the full extent of the law. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead and read some of these comments before we move forward. Go right ahead.
It says most children are not thinking that for it. That's a fact. Still have to pay the consequences. They're going to pay a high price. We got to now. There's some kids who paid high prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. These girls will grow dangerous, even thinking they can come up against a man in a dangerous situation or fight. Give her with no out of jail card. I'm sick of this. 100%.
No, Judge J, they have them over there in China. They already have the police. I saw the video of police cops over there in China. Like it's literally like robots, and they arrest people and everything. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, Sean Joseph said Cassie was drinking piss.
It's
on court documents. Yeah.
Court documents.
Yeah, so that ain't no lie. That male escort. So he said free Diddy. So Diddy do have people that do support him still. But let's see how that end up turn around. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Moving along. So, Hakeem, shout out to Mimi showed me this article, and I found it to be very, very interesting. So, marry a U.S. citizen is no longer guaranteed permanent residency in the United States.
Yep.
So pretty much, if I marry somebody that's foreign, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be able to get their green card. So according to this article, it's saying that even though people are expecting to marry for the green card, it seems like the United States are eliminating that. So if you trying to marry somebody that's foreign and trying to bring them here in the United States, might no longer work anymore. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on that? Because to me, that's interesting.
It is. Let me read what's going on. It says marrying a U.S. citizen in 2025 doesn't guarantee automatic green. The process now involves extended wait time, 10 to 14 months, separate interviews from spouses, tougher evidence requirement, and over a $3,000 in cost. Immigration officers are reviewing marriage-based applications more strictly than ever an incomplete submission rarely ever gets a second chance.
Just I gotta say my lady whole. But Just Jay, this is bad for the Bad Boys, dude. Now they go to overseas, the women are more submissive. Nah, it's gonna be hard to bring them over here.
You know what the passport, what the girls got to do now? They're gonna have to drop a baby now. For them to say this is for real, you're gonna have to drop a baby. Drop one. You're gonna listen. We got to make the interview seem real. We might have in them 14 months. We can drop 2 kids. Let's get to work. Get to work. Get on your knees.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Dialogue, man. Tell them to make sure they hit the like button. Y'all over here, y'all watching the show, y'all having a good time. Hit the like button. It help us push us through the algorithm. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in right now on Facebook and all over. We thank you guys so much, man. We really do appreciate the love. Yeah, so it doesn't guarantee the green card. So if you Power Poise dudes, make sure y'all do your research because it seems like it's making it very hard for you to get your lady over here to the United States. Moving along, Hakeem, to other news. So Shannon Sharp been very, very quiet ever since those allegations. However, yesterday on the nightcap, he spoke about the allegation for a brief bit while you were talking about Shedeur Sanders. However, it seemed like he's going through it. Go right ahead. I can't play that clip.
Okay, now.
Stop worrying about what people that don't know you think.
I think a lot of people have.
Stop worrying about that because Ocho, you heard me say this. All I want people to love. I just need the people that I love to love me.
Come on now.
See, you trying to and you know, obviously, the elephant is not in the room. He outside, but everybody knows what I'm going through. A lot of people have a lot to say, but. As my brother been calling me, a lot of people, and thank you everybody that's reached out and the thoughts and prayers. I sincerely appreciate that. But when you think about it, Ocho, man, 50% of the people don't care that you got problems. The other 50% glad you got them.
Come on, Pastor.
So now
Come on,
what?
Pastor, take your time.
I agree with you, Dort. I'm not worried about. Look, I'm where I am.
Right.
This is where I am. I'm in Cleveland. 31 other teams that didn't select me, and I understand that there's some teams, you know, Cincinnati and Baltimore, and certain teams weren't in the realm for quarterback. I get it. I'm not talking about those. Thank you, Cleveland, for giving me an opportunity. Because sometimes all you need is an opportunity. And now what you do with that opportunity will tell us who and what you are. But the thing is, Ocho, is that, you know, you have to learn that I'm learning, and it's still a learning process, is that you got to drown out the noise, man. You can't be concerned with everybody because everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody think they know you. They really do. Everybody think they know you when they really don't. They heard this or they heard that. Have you ever talked to Shannon? Have you ever been around with Shannon? Have you been around Ocho? Have you been in Ocho's presence? So what makes you think you know him? How well do you know him? So Shedeur, just go do your thing. That's all. That's all they can do now, Ocho. It's about playing. At some point in time, the talking will stop.
You got to play.
The playing will start. The cream will rise to the top, and then we'll have something to talk about. But right now, I don't really.
Yeah.
They keep. I think sometimes
he's hurt. Even though you're talking
stop
about
worrying about what people that don't know you think.
I think a lot of people have.
Stop worrying about that because Ocho, you heard me say this.
Your thoughts, even though you were talking about Shedeur Sanders, but your thoughts, because you seem like he's going. Shannon's going through it, man. He's going through it.
Listen, I could see the stress. I could hear the stress in his voice.
Yeah, he's going through it. He's hurt. Shout out to Next Level. That's also in the building.
Next Level, what's up, man? Big Houston in the building. Big Texas in the building.
Yeah, but he's hurt.
Here's the thing that narrative says that I'm gonna have to agree with him. You're too old to be learning about things like that, Shannon. You should have known. That I'm not gonna disagree. That's the issue right there. Shannon is our elder. He's not supposed to be making mistakes at this age doing that. At your age, almost being damn near 60, you around here getting caught up with young girls. That's a playbook. We know that. We know that doing that now. As being our age right now, Ron. The first thing we learn in the hood, not to get jammed up with no young girl. Not to get caught with your pants down. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Not to have them phones in your face or telling the girl, oh, we about to film what we about to do. We learn that in the hood every day. And listen, it has nothing to do with her being white. Let's get that out the way. Has nothing to do with him being white. It has a lot to do with him being a deviant and not controlling himself.
No, but hey, Dollar, I'm not agreeing with Shannon. I think he's learning from his mistakes now. He made a mistake. He thought, oh, everything was gonna be cordial, everything gonna be cool. Now when he got caught in the act, now he's just waking up like dog, I really made a mistake. I think his mind. You can see even when he do interviews now, like the nightcap, you can see like how hurt he is because the endorsements are being paused. It's hurting his pockets.
Yeah.
You know, before everybody was talking about Shannon Sharp was like the biggest thing everybody was talking about. Everybody was talking about Shannon. Now everything's on the hush hush. She's not getting that same variety. And now people starting to talk. People starting to do a lot of backlash for Shannon. So he's feeling it. So that wasn't, even though he was talking about Shador Sanders, he was really talking about himself. That's what people got to read between the lines. Like, he was really talking about himself. We're not giving out too much information, but he was really talking about how hurt he's feeling. Go right ahead.
So shout out to E-Man 67 Red Pill. This is a clear thing we talking about. Has nothing to do with race, has a lot to do with character and going about handling your business. Why are you getting caught up like that? Why are you dealing with women like that when you got so much on the line?
Facts.
50, listen, we talking about $100 million deal. Gone.
But this is the thing, Hakeem. They say, okay, they have an issue with Shannon, but when Bill Belichick does it, it seems like that's not a problem. And I told people, no, Bill Belichick feeling it too now, because the girl he's dealing with now is not allowed to be in the stadium when he's coaching this coming season.
Yeah, but his stuff. Here's the thing. Here's the one thing about how men do things. He went and got somebody. She's not on the internet. He's not on the internet. She's not on the internet trying to get a payday. The thing that they got an issue with Belichick, people from an optics say this is morally wrong.
She's a young girl. She's a young woman, though.
She is. She's 24.
22, 21, 22.
24, but it looks morally wrong. You somebody granddaddy. Now but they're in a relationship. She chose to be with him. She wants to do that, but she's not out here looking for a payday. And she's not on the internet. She's not on the internet. They're not leaking phone calls. This way totally different. Both of these things are morally wrong, but one aspect is somebody getting a payday, and the other one say, this is actually my man. Your granddad is your man? Yes, granddad is my man.
But I ain't gonna lie, I still think it's a race situation when it comes to this, because Shannon is a black man, but when Belichick is a white man, it's okay, but then we can't do it. Now we're getting crucified.
Has nothing to do with race. Has something to do with the woman. Listen here. If Belichick's situation would have got crazy if that young lady was looking for a payday. Nobody even talking about it right now. We spoke about it last week, and the girls actually. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how you know when this stuff don't look good. She's actually was in. His girl was sitting right there when they was doing the interview. She was right there. She said, "Hey," and then
covered it. We covered it. That's facts. Yeah.
And then you know how she stood on business. Hey, we not answering no more questions. Okay.
Because they were going to ask. I'm glad, because they were going to ask the same thing. Oh, yeah, I know you're dating a young woman. How do people feel about your relationship? I'm not going to answer that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I think it's morally wrong for his being his age, but she stood on business. She said, "Hey, we ain't answering no more questions." She hasn't said nothing on the internet.
stay away from snow bunnies. That's all I can say, man. Stay away from the snow bunnies, man.
Hey, listen, we live in America. Love who you want to love. Make sure you with the person that's not going to put you in jeopardy.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. Hey, little dollars, are you pissing me?
No,
I'm pissing you off, dollar. My bad, man. I'm keeping it in 100 though. People say, okay, it's okay for Belichick to do it, but when Shannon does it, he loses his career. He's about to lose his career. He's about to lose everything.
Listen, difference is that girl was an OF model. This young lady that Belichick's with, she's actually a book writer. They're actually in a relationship. What we're seeing is not uncommon. Let's get something straight. Ron, come on, bro. You know me and you seen this growing up. You seen old Poppy look like.
I know it's not coming, but for a man about to lose his career, his platform that he built. Remember, he got in with Skip Bayless, did his own route, got into now he was on first take. Now he's suspended, even though he said he's not suspended, but everybody can kind of figure that he's suspended. He's not getting paid for that. The only one he's getting paid right now is the podcasting.
Yeah. And maybe, hey, you made your bet laying it. What he was wrong at for dealing with an OF model. That's where it's morally wrong. If she dealt with somebody and this was behind closed doors, then hey.
But it is his fault. He chose the wrong woman. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
He did chose the wrong woman, but man, you can see the look in his eye. He's hurt.
I ain't playing them type of game.
Moving along to the politics world, Hakeem. So Trump right now made an announcement that him and Siberia finally made a negotiation with the deal now. So Siberia right now is about to get ready to pour in $600 billion into investments in the U.S. So this is really, really good. And you know what? After the meeting, the Siberian prince said, you know what? Let's make it $1 trillion. So $1 trillion is coming to the U.S., folks. So Trump, everybody keeps saying Trump, what he's going to do when it comes to aspect of the economy. As you can see, he is working on the economy right now as we speak. So the deal went by today. So they are building. They are pretty much going to add to the U.S. defense, technology, and agriculture. A lot of new things coming to the U.S. So Siberia is on board. So Hakeem, your thoughts on Siberia being on board with the U.S.?
So first, I want people to know Saudi Arabia has always been partners of ours. Let's just get that straight. And we get oil from there. It's a weird situation because there is a monarch. They do some stuff, but it works for the same point. So them pouring $600 billion just says that it's going to this crown prince. It's more business minded than all the other crown prince that the Saudis has out. He doesn't play games. He's a lot younger, educated. I think he educated in Europe, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So he does a lot. So with this one, it's $20 billion going to plans for AI data centers in America, $80 billion tech alliances with Google, Oracle, Salesforce, AMD, Uber, and $2 billion in U.S. Engineering exports trying to headline Saudi projects. So mind you, he's investing into America, so it comes right back to Saudi Arabia. So the Saudi project is such as King Solomon International Airport in Qadiyah City. So
I would say they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot of new things in the U.S. So this is a really, really good thing for the U.S. It's going to build the economy in the U.S. back up again. So it seems like businesses all across the world are coming back to the U.S. because I think they like how Trump is doing things. Even though the war right now, even though a lot of Americans don't like the way Trump is handling certain things, but it seems like other countries are loving it. And they say, okay, I want to pour my money into the U.S.
Hey,
to the point that Hakeem, they even offering Trump a plane.
They did.
And he took the gift. However, he said he's not going to fly in it, even though a president should not be able to take bribery. They say
no.
They're supposed to do it, even though they are doing it.
They are doing it. But he took it right in the public. But here's the thing: when you got somebody who's standing on business, then people are going to try to make sure they get in favor. Because here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the amount of power we got. We just willy-nilly just give it to everybody. So now it's just, we're not playing.
The situation, Dollar, when it comes to the aspect of the jobs, a lot of jobs, remember, went overseas.
Yep.
So now the jobs are coming back.
So
I mean, it's good for Americans. Go right here, King.
Dialogue. I don't know if it was couple shows ago. Hyundai invested $80 million. They're building plants here.
Correct.
Saudi is now investing in data centers, which is more jobs, more engineering. So the point is, as the jobs shipped overseas, we're trying to get them back, but it's going to be it's not going to be the manufacturer hub as we used to be. We're going to headline in technology, and I think that's where it's going to go into.
Not that, but and also when it comes to the aspect of we already did the money topic, but I just want to show like the positivity especially when it comes to the aspect of the Black community. So you have Angel Reese and Magic Johnson are bringing financial literacy to Baltimore youth. I can go ahead and show that headline. So this one right here, Angel Reese and Magic Johnson is teaming up to launch a wealth playbook that's going to teach financial literacy in Baltimore schools. So Hakeem, I think people we talked about it before, how Baltimore, especially in the impoverished area and the urban community, they're not doing so well when it comes to financial literacy and also education. So Magic Johnson is teaming up with Angel Reese, and they're starting to take care of business. So Hakeem, your thoughts on that?
So for a lot of people who don't know, Angel Reese is from Washington, D.C.
She is.
It's a 30-minute train ride on from D.C. to Baltimore. So she's been familiar there. So this is good, but it's not enough. What we need is policy changes in politics. This is just put a Band-Aid over a cut that's still bleeding. So I think this is good, but I do think we need a Republican mayor in the city. So I would love to see that happen, because they would ship up and shape things out. But this is good.
This is really, really good. And also, of course, this is the last topic on today's show as well. So Joe Biden right now is undergoing evaluation because they say he needs to do his medical checkup. Things are not looking good for Biden at all. So Hakeem, go ahead and play that clip of Joe.
Doctors recently evaluated former President Joe Biden for a small nodule that was discovered on his prostate. A spokesperson said it was found during a routine exam at a hospital in Philadelphia on Friday. A prostate nodule is a growth that could be caused by cancer, an infection, or inflammation. They're common in men as they age. Doctors recently evaluated.
Woo! So Hakeem, your thoughts on Joe Biden pretty much being evaluated for his health?
Hey, listen here. I want you to say what you always say on every time we cover the medical stuff.
Gotta go get checkups, man. Gotta go get your checkup. Gotta take care of your health, man.
That's it. That's granddad. He's 80, 70. So he done lived his life. Still, he's getting routine checkups. Now they're able to catch it early. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I just want to show that to people because, a lot of people say that a lot of people was very concerned about his health, especially his last run. But shout out to Rob. It's your boy Creepy Joe. But he had to go get his medical checkup, and a lot of people were very concerned about him. Everybody was concerned about his health. So now, since he's no longer president, he's able to do his routine checkup and able to catch certain things that's very, very common and for older men. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to the 200 people watching us all across the board in total. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Rob, shout out to Rob on 600 Plant Life. Mr. Dollar, who is a regular here, man. We got to show love to Mr. Dollar. Dollar, don't forget to put your link on the Bad Boys. Your breakdown on the Bad Boys record and also the P. Diddy Empire. Make sure you put your link in the chat. Shout out to the lovely Jess J. That's also in the building, always showing us love. Next level. Thank you so much, Les Level, for being here. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan that was also in the building. Shout out to Hakeem. We had a lot of new subscribers here, man. some of the names I can't be able to catch. I can't catch them all. But shout out to all these new subscribers, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Also, guys, it's so very important that you guys go to KL Culture Radio description in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio store, where we have the KL Culture Radio gear, the hat, the T-shirt, you name it, the coffee mug, anything you need from the KL Culture Radio merch is in the KL Culture Radio store. It's in the description and also is also on top of the chat as well. Also, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, where you can find Prince Hakeem book, Raising Kings, and also his other book, Black Love, as well, and also Hakeem's album that's out now. It's in there.
Yeah,
guys, go ahead and check it out. In the tab. What you say? I have. They already have our call center in like MX in the Philippines. Oh wow. So guys, go ahead, check out that link for Mr. Dialogue. Go ahead, Hakeem, highlight that. He really did a great breakdown of the Bad Boys record. It was really, really dope. I actually saw the whole thing in its entirety. So guys, if you have time, go ahead, show some love. Check it out. He already have like over like 500,000 views on it because it was really dope content. Really, really dope. I loved it. Great breakdown too, man. You did a great job. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All 200 of y'all watching us. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. I mean, KL Culture Radio, the biggest thing on the planet. Shout out to Bobby Bryan too. She said, I love you. We love you too, Bobby. Thank you much for always coming through, showing us love. We know when you're listening, Sherry Bryan's listening as well. And also her son, Sky. Seeing that he's doing wonderful things in school. Go ahead, I can play that commercial clip, and we'll head up and out of here. All right,
let's go. And just that you are right. Prostate cancer is very treatable, and men got too much. Just
very treatable.
We just say this: men just don't want to go to the doctor.
Need a standout design? AIL Studios has you covered. Are you a small business owner in need of a logo? A writer looking for the perfect book cover? Planning a family reunion and need a custom t-shirt design? Or maybe you're a rapper or singer who wants artwork that truly elevates your music. If you can't find the design you're looking for, let me create something unique just for you. At AIL Studios, I bring your vision to life with custom graphic design services tailored to your needs. From sketch to final masterpiece, I'll guide you through every step of the process. Let's create something amazing together. My services include logo design, flyer design, invitations, poster design, business card design, music cover art, social media banners and profile pic, t-shirt design, tattoo design, stickers, book covers, postcards, newsletters, illustration design, children's books, character design, custom paintings of family portraits and pets, and creative consulting. For pricing and info, contact me at ailstudios202@gmail.com and let's get started.
Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio Vertical Live Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. Over and out.